So Nintendo's on a DMCA takedown tirade again. This time it's not fan-made games. This time it's not piracy hardware and software that they're kind of justified with going after. This time it's not hundreds of fan-made games that no one was looking to make money off of. They just are fans of Nintendo IPs. It's for icons. Icons that it's in a Steam community that no one's making money off of. That's what Nintendo is wasting their time going after. Ah! Skip it up and that up. Hey everybody, it's the time of year to get crap for your loved ones, and what else would be crappier than getting a cameo for me? For me. Come on, man, get your birds, get your family, get your dad, get your uncle, get your cat, get the ones you love in your life, a cameo from Review Tech USA. I get paid, it's a third off for the holiday season, I make money, and you get me to say stupid crap. Come on, man, I'm a middle-aged YouTuber with big birds on my table. Who wouldn't want that under their tree? So go get a Christmas cameo from Dad. There's a link below in the description, and I tell you, your loved ones won't regret it. Or maybe they will. I don't know. But I'm a third off till January 1st, 2023. It's a bargain. So Nintendo forever has gone after anything that has to do with their IPs, which to me is bonkers, because when you look at how Steam embraces mods from the community, they've made a ton of money off of them. CSGO, or Counter-Strike, started as a mod for Half-Life, and it flourished into this huge industry. Nintendo, take notes from Gabe. Look at his nipples, look at his beard, and write everything down that man has to tell you, because he knows what he's doing when it comes to this. But Nintendo, on the other hand, anything. It could be a fan-made Commodore 64 version of Super Mario Brothers. They took that down, I kid you not. Because I guess they were planning on releasing Super Mario Brothers for the Commodore 64. I'm sure the piracy ran rampant with like 1,000 people at most downloading the Commodore 60 port of the original Super Mario Brothers. So you get my point. Now, recently they went after the hacker Gary Bowser. He got a prison sentence for 3 years. I kind of agree with them on that, because he was taking it to another level. He was selling devices and software to circumvent whatever protections they had on the Switch so you could play pirated games, also on the 3DS and things like that. I could understand Nintendo pulling their full wrath out on that dude. That sounded kind of perverted, but you get my point. But here, Nintendo is going after icons in a community. It's not even like a YouTube video, and I still think it's ridiculous when people are showing emulators for the Switch running on the Steam Deck, and Nintendo is like taking down those videos. Come on, they're just demonstrating its emulation performance, Nintendo. It's not that they're putting up guides as to how to run the games on the Steam Deck, but whatever. I could kind of, all right, I don't agree with it, but I could kind of understand it. They're out of their minds. This comes from Kotaku.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. As reported by Ars Technica yesterday, Nintendo has sent out some Digital Millennium Copyright Act requests to Steam Grid DB. This is a community site that hosts custom user-created images that are used by some players on Steam in place of official artwork. It's also used by players who have non-Steam games integrated into their Steam library, allowing them to create a nice-looking single-stop digital depository of all their various games. The trouble that Nintendo has with Steam Grid DB is that some of the thousands of images on the site are for various Nintendo games that people can emulate, which those users may integrate into their Steam libraries using Steam Grid DB to provide nice icons for them. Now, to be clear, Steam Grid DB does not host or share or link to any emulation software or ROMs. These are just nice looking pictures and icons that players can freely download and share. Ars Technica even talked to some of the people behind Steam Grid DB website, and they told the outlet that they do not support piracy. But because there's a Link or a Mario in some of them, Nintendo's lawyers have arrived and sent the site DMCA takedowns, which Ars Technica has seen and verified. Now, this is what Nintendo has to say to justify them being ridiculous, which there's nothing they could justify for this. They're being ridiculous. This is not piracy, but this is what Kotaku has to say. In the DMCA takedowns, which were dated October 27th, Nintendo's legal team claims that some images displaying Nintendo characters or intellectual property could likely lead to consumer confusion. Not wishing to fight Nintendo in court, the admins of Steam Grid DB have complied with the takedown orders, and now dozens of Steam Grid DB images have been swapped out and replaced with blank pictures featuring the text that explains the original asset was removed due to a DMC takedown request. Oddly, Nintendo is only targeting some art and images, mainly ones using actual sprites or official artwork, but allowing other fan art to remain up for now. Look, I know there's people that make arguments for even the Commodore 64 port of Super Mario Brothers, saying, Rich, it's still their property. They could do what they want to, and they are making a game that people might pay for, which anyone who wants to play Super Mario Brothers on their Commodore 64, I assure you, is not going to sign up for Nintendo Switch Online or already has a Nintendo Switch Online membership, so Nintendo's losing zero money. Okay, this is out of control. And what is amazing to me is that Nintendo to this day still doesn't realize that they're shooting themselves in the foot. Now, obviously, look, like Gary Bowser and him selling, hacking tools and emulation or software to bypass the security that's on the Nintendo Switch so people could play pirated games. That's essentially theft. I get that. But artwork, just because people are enthusiastic about your products, Nintendo, you are so goddamn anti-consumer and still on the eShop. Once you buy a game, even if you haven't played a second of it, you can't return it. Sony's fairly similar. They have a refund policy, but if you download a single byte of data from the game you purchased, they won't let you return it, which is still crap. Microsoft and Steam being the best, they give you 2 weeks and up to 2 hours of gameplay time, and you could return the game. So it's actually more flexible and more pro-consumer than buying a physical game at a store. So hopefully, look, like Nintendo woke up with people using gameplay in their videos, and they're more open-minded to that now. A little late to the party, Nintendo, but that's good. But hopefully they'll change with this, because Nintendo, you may be missing out from a fan on your version of Counter-Strike or Counter-Strike Go. There may be a fan-made mod of one of your games that could turn into a multi-million-dollar, hundreds of million-dollar franchise, and you're missing out on it to protect your IP. You're going to kick yourself in the ass if that ends up happening in some game that someone made as fan-made. They just twist it around, put another name on top of it, and go make tons of money somewhere, which could happen. It's time to adapt and change with the times, Nintendo, and you seem very reluctant to do that. Please listen. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. And it's the holiday season. Shove a bird up your ass. And also, tonight on Twitch, around 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I will be having a celebratory live stream, a Thanksgiving Eve live stream. We're going to be doing insane things like eating durian and Lord knows what else. I'm probably going to be shaving my chest live on stream. So make sure around 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so East Coast, to check in on Twitch. Jay and I will be there, and it's going to be absolutely insane. Follow me there, link in the description. I'll see you guys tonight. Hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving.